everybody, I'm Hugh Brownstone for Three Blind Men and an Elephant. Today I want to offer you a quick take on Zeapon's $445 Motorized Micro 2 Plus, a compact power slider that is this close to being ideal for what we do, product shots, interviews, and documentaries. The two key decision parameters for us when it comes to sliders, and perhaps for you, are what I call A, the FUTS to function ratio, and then B, cost per FUTS function point. In other words, how easily does the slider do what we want it to do, including being compact, lightweight, smooth, quiet, offering repeatability, multiple axes of motion, high build quality, significant load capacity, you get the idea, and how much do we have to pay for it? The good news is that the motorized Zeapon Micro 2 Plus is uber smooth, better than my go-to for years, Syrup's Genie mounted to their Magic Carpet sliders. Repeatable, a simple double-click of the directional buttons on the motor itself is all you need to send it the length of the slider. Compact, it clearly takes its inspiration from Edelkron's Slider Plus Compact with even more travel, 54 centimeters to 40 centimeters. I need to double-check that. Robust and powerful, it is very well built with absolutely zero slop, sufficiently powerful to send a Panasonic S1H with 24 to 105 up a 90-degree vertical without problem, and well-priced. The not-so-great news is that it is currently available only as a single-axis tool, limiting its utility both for product work and interviews. The app is not ready for prime time. It refused to connect, and this was only exacerbated by the website itself, which was somewhere between very slow and unresponsive, depending on which of any number of times I tried to update. The firmware update, in spite of what the video tutorial shows, there's no narration by the way, was not allowed to run when it finally did complete downloading. You can't program any movements from the motor itself, save for that double click I just told you about. And the travel is actually quite short, even with the relatively novel slider design, without an obvious way to extend the length. All of which is a shame, really, because as one might say of a fixer-upper worth fixing up, it's got great bones. Then again, it doesn't really matter right now because we can't use it for the looping, which the app is supposed to allow us to do for interviews and what we really want it for. We can't use it for product shots other than sliding by or pulling back, which means no lovely wraparound shots, and even for the basics, we just don't have that much length with which to work. But with this said, it is still the case that the Zeapon blows away any manual slider I've ever used at this length, it has to be stressed, for smoothness, repeatability, and angled or even vertical slides. When the issues I've just raised are properly addressed, the only real competition of which I'm aware, which also happens to be the competitor to which it loses right now, even though I've never had this one in hand, will likely be iFootage's Shark Slider Nano, which gives you two axes of motion via a similarly Edelkron-inspired design, and an app which, by all appearances in the reviews I've been watching, is a much more polished affair. Which means that, okay, the Zeapon really isn't that close to ideal for us. Then again, Edelkron's 3-axis solution with compact slider is $1,600. Rhino's Arc 2 Essentials, $2,400. And Syrup's Genie 2 3-axis kit, all with 24-inch sliders, $2,500. Irrespective of function and expense, however, it's not clear how FUTS-free any of those units are. So let's wrap it up this way for now. If you are ambitious about motion control, the Zeapon's excellent smoothness, power, silence, build quality, and aggressive pricing will not be enough for you. There's no obvious way to increase the number of axes of motion properly. You can, of course, jury-rig it by using something like Syrup's Genie Mini, but that's suboptimal and not FUTS-free. Extend the travel or fix the remote app. But if you want to up your production values and are looking for your first slider, or already have a slider and simply cannot get the smoothness you want, Zeapon's Micro Plus 2 with motor for basic single-axis moves over short distances should be at or near the top of your list. If money is tight, skip the motor. It'll save you about $200, though it will cost you a bit more should you decide to add the motor later. But in the meantime, you'll still get great, wonderful smoothness and build quality on level ground or at slight inclines. As for us, we're still waiting for the perfect slider, and maybe, just maybe, Zeapon is not that far away from creating one. We'll see. If you like what you've seen here today, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, join the conversation below, because this is an incredible audience. If you'd like a copy of our Streets of New York, the book, head over to www.3bmep.com/book. books. If you'd like to schedule a one-on-one video session with me for a portfolio review, explore or hone your artistic voice, select gear, and more, sign up at www.3bmep.com/booking. Finally, consider supporting our work by using our no-cost-to-you affiliate links down below, picking up some official Three Blind Men and an Elephant swag at 3bmep.threadless.com, sending coffee money via PayPal, or best of all, join us as a patron over at Patreon. However you choose to support us, as always, we thank you for it.